Hello, everybody. Rob William here with Let's Talk About Knowledge, and the company is Gamma Accounting. And today I would like to talk to you about the most recent updates from the IRS and what is happening out there. I want to start first with a couple of things. I want to talk very quickly about the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program, and the IDL. For the PPP, the process of the application is still going and up to June 30th. At least that's what they're saying. So if you haven't done so, please gather all your information, all your documents, fill up the application, send it as fast as you can. Get a piece of this. It's not just to get a piece as something that you take. No, just to get it to help yourself, help your company, help your business running. Do not let it just go away. Okay, do not feel like, okay, that's it. No, hustle, fight as you're always fighting for your business. So I have videos to show you how to calculate the PPP, how to start the process, and how to upload everything on banks, and I can leave it down below. You guys can check it out. Okay, so but no one has received any funds yet. So I checked with a couple of people here and there, not of my clients obviously, but I checked with some other accountants, some other CPAs, and I did not have any of their clients receive the money, but there's good communication with the banks. For the IDL, it's actually working. Yay, finally we have something working. So people are receiving the money, but it's not as promised. It's just a pure $10,000 will hit the bank accounts. No, that's not happening. It's happening exactly as my two videos back when I mentioned is per employer size. So if you're just a sole proprietor, independent contractor, 1099 recipients, running the business by yourself only, you will get $1,000. If you're on your application added more employees that are working for you, you will get the grants for that hit count, but that number. So if you put two, you'll get 2,000, 3, 4, up to 10 $1,000 if you have 10 employees. If you have 10, if you have 15, 13, 16, you're gonna get the 10 in advance, and the rest will be a loan. They will communicate it with you later. Okay, so let's get out of the way. Let's talk about the stimulus checks. The stimulus checks, there's a lot of confusions out there today. Who received it, who did not? No, we did not receive it. Yes, we did. What's going on? These are advanced from banks, not from the IRS. I honestly don't know. And I checked the IRS website, which is I'm on right now, many times, the Treasury many times. I could not really find anything that says yes or no, but I was able to find something on Yahoo. It's quoted from ABC News, and it's read as follow. We can confirm that payments are beginning to arrive in some Americans' accounts. A senior Treasury official told ABC News, so them, okay, Treasury and the Treasury and the IRS have worked around the clock to get fast and direct economic assistance to hardworking Americans. Yeah, right. Thank you. Huh. Okay, so this is the only source I was able to find. I don't know if you call it trusted or not. It's up to you. The trusted to me as an accountant is just the IRS, Treasury, and whatever has the gov at the end. So I leave that up to you. And this is what I have to show. Yes, some people received actually the direct deposits, even though it's been said that's probably by the 15th, not today or at least the 13th. So based on what you see right now, you make your judgments. It's not my word to tell you, yes, people get it or not. And if I said yes earlier, I take it back. And just based on that, it's a yes, based on what I have right here. Okay, so let's move on for our agenda today. And I will talk about the new portals that the IRS are actually having here. They having a portal that pending, which is the most exciting one, which is about to add your bank accounts for those who did not have the bank accounts on the original tax return, that they owed money or they just like the paper check. So the portal is coming, and I'll show it to you very soon. They're excited about it. That in previous time they said the portal will be ready by the end of April, early May. They're actually now saying by mid-April, so a couple days from today. The second part, or the second portal that's actually alive, is for those non-filers. Those are not required to file a tax return. They're actually having a portal right now to file 0 tax return so they can have their information and they get the stimulus checks. So let's jump into this to show you the process. Is nothing complicated, but just to let you guys, as always, I want to update you with everything. So you go on the irs.gov, and then you will go to get info on economic impact payments. You click that. Right here, it will open. So if you scroll down, you will see 2 columns. The first column that I was talking about, which is get my payments, coming mid-April. It's very exciting. So you will be able to add all your stuff in here. And then you scroll a little bit, scroll down a little bit. This is where the non-filers enter your payments on here. Here is what I want to show you right here. It says you should use this application if, number 1, you did not file any 2018 or 2019 federal income tax return because your gross income was under $12,200 for singles, $24,400 married filing counts, married filing joint. So the theory here is if you're single making less than $12,200, this is a standard deduction. You're not required to file. Okay. If you're making less than that much money and you're single, filing single, you are not required to file. If you're married, filing jointly, and you both combined, the spouse, the husband, wife, they're making less than $24,400, you're not required to file. But in this purpose here, they're telling you you should file right now for 0 tax return to get your information. Okay, so in general, these 2 type of taxpayers with these 2 type of income, they are not required to file, but they have to file right now. Those are the ones they should file to get their stimulus checks. Okay, and here the second part is you weren't required to file, which is a consequences or a result of not making the threshold. Okay, once you get to here, read that, then you click non-files, enter payments here. It will open to a different screen. There's a lot of very nice information. I strongly encourage you to read them here to understand what you need. And there is 2 pieces I want you to be aware of. This is what I'm going to emphasize here, which is, again, who should use this, the 2 parts we just talked about earlier, so I don't need to explain it, but I just want to point it out again, and the information you need. Second part here, full name, current email address, mailing address, date of birth. Please read all these documents. I don't want to go through it. You know what to do here. So those are very, very important to have handy before you start the application so you don't stuck and you don't like it. What to expect, this is the process where what's going to happen here. Read these as well. Once you finish those and you're very comfortable and you have all your documents here or the information you need, you just click the link. Okay. Once you click the link, it's going to open to this fresh page. And probably those that file using TurboTax, they will be familiar with this. I think the IRS affiliated with TurboTax and getting this done this way. But I don't know. It just looks like it. Here you can read the rest, but I want to emphasize: do not continue here if you receive a Social Security, Railroad, Retirement, or SSDI benefit. The IRS will automatically send you an economic impact payments. We said earlier in one of my videos, said is the recipients of the SSDI, they are not required to file. So if you're one of them, please do not file. They will send it to you. The usual send a check to you without anything is going to be the same process. So don't do it. Okay. The second point is you have already filed 2019 federal income tax return. If you already have filed, that means your threshold is over 12,200 if you're single, or 24,400 if you're married. Then do not go here and file anything because you already filed. Third point, 2019, your 2019 gross income is exceed 12,024. That's a full tax return, just like we talked. If you're less, you're not required. If you're more, you should have a full tax return, and you should file it as soon as possible. Okay. You were married at the end, and this is not something also important to the point, and you were not a U.S. citizen or a green card holder. Pretty much those foreign investors that conducting business in the United States, they are not part of this program. Once you read this and you understand it and you confirm that you're one of the one should file as a non-filers, you just get started, and that's the application. You will fill up all these information right here by creating this account. In email will go to your email address. You go to active or confirm. You sign in again, and here you add all the information is needed. Earlier before this page, when they said the information needed, which is somewhere right here. Okay, these are the information you will need to enter when you get it. Okay, so that's pretty much for these two portals and the update on the IDL and the PPP. One last thing I want to talk to you guys about: scammers. It's the time for them today. I mean, this time. Please, please be aware of the scammers. They will call you. They will send you letters. They will do a lot of things, fishy emails, a lot. Please be vigilant out there and understand that you could do so much harm more than Corona. I'm serious. There are more than Corona to me. Okay, so you will, if you receive any letters has the IRS logo and is asking to fill up application or fill up information, it's a no. The IRS will never send you an application or form to fill it up. Yes, they might send you a letter with their logos and everything that looks very legitimate, but you're always asking for something not to be filled out. It's just to be provided. Okay, so if you say here, your social security to track your stimulus checks to send it you really fast, please fill this application or fill this form and send it to this address, and the address will be very legitimate, by the way, by the scammers. I've seen a letter, but the logo wasn't that good, but because I'm familiar with it, so it didn't trick me by all means. But for a lot of people, it looked good, but not the one I know. So, like I said, the IRS would not send you an actual form to be filled or an actual application. This is not going to happen. Yes, they will send you letters for whatever purposes, okay, but not an application. The IRS will not call you. They'll not tell you, hey, give you this information to give you this money. Please be aware and spread this awareness out there. The IRS will not do that. So be careful with the scammers. We already have enough hard time around us. So be careful with that. Do not fall for them, okay? If you like the video, please like it, share it, and ask any questions you have, and anything I will answer as always. And I will see you guys in different video very shortly. Thank you so much and have a great day.